Good afternoon, people.
Derek Keith, welcome back!
Yay!
That really just peaked out all the reds right there.
That was me.
This is so exciting. House Ghost is back. You've got this new record, Pines, that's sort of a surprise drop.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Came out of nowhere. But it's also something that I've been asking for a while, like, hey,
where have we been?
Where'd House Ghost go? Which, I mean, all in all, it's not like you guys were gone for a very long time. It just felt long.
Right. Well, we didn't make a record in 2017. 2016, we did all those singles, and you guys were really cool in playing those every single month. And then we just kind of buttoned down and said, let's make a record, like a full record, not just where we do think about what the single is, but where we think about an entirely realized album. And I think, we didn't know where we were going with the pop music, and we were just having too much fun. And I'm rambling. Go.
Too much fun. It was time to buckle down and make a legit start to finish record. And crazy thing is, we're both dads. Keith's got 3 kids. I've got 2. And this entire record and the record we're making now, a lot of sleepless nights.
Yep.
Staying up till 2, 3 in the morning.
Because that affects your writing in the... Like, you hear that question given to a lot of artists, like, how did becoming a parent affect your writing? And a lot of times I think the interviewer is asking, like, if you're thematically... But more times, it's really about your time situation, your time management, about when you can write, when you can record.
Oh, for sure. I think I just started rambling there because I just got lost in the past year thinking about every single thing that we did, because we started to keep making music like we were doing, like that song with James Lindsay, where we were doing this like pop music mixed with hip hop, and it was really popular, and we started to make more songs like that. There was a label out of New York that was interested, and we kind of pursued that, and it all kind of fell apart because, we've got wives and kids, and then some, kind of tragic things happened in our lives, and time got eaten up, and we thought, geez, look at all these other bands out there making music with money. Basically, they would spend a lot of time and money to make records. They would get studio time, set up the band, and they'd play live like 30 times in a row. And
which sounds awesome.
But they would try so hard to make the song sound perfect through playing live. And we just thought, well, what if we flipped it on its ear? What if we made a record for no money and we tied everyone's hands? So we sent tracks out to people. Nobody got a click track. Nobody was able to hear what other people are doing. No one was able to hear what other people were doing.
That's
cool. Everyone had to record themselves, and nobody else was allowed to be in the room. So it's completely self-conscious. And so we said, let's make a really lo-fi record and try to make it sound as hi-fi as possible, and make it super self-conscious, but still make it straightforward and pop. So we wanted to do the exact opposite approach to what like alt country bands do, which is like try to sound slick and clean through like perfection, and we wanted to try to make something sloppy and clean it up to that point.
It's crazy. The background vocals were recorded, a lot of them with me at work, and I'd go into a closet and sing, and they'd hear me singing really high because it's a lot of country sounding harmonies. And then I go to leave, and my workers have locked me in, and lunch is over, and I need to clock back in, and it was every free moment that we have as dads, as like workers, thinking through the song, so that the moment everybody's in bed, you can run downstairs and sing or record or play guitar or keyboards. And you only had, maybe an hour or 15 minutes here and there to do it. And through a couple months, we finished the record doing it that way.
It's amazing how this sounds. Talking with House Ghost here on 91.9 WFPK, because this record, Pines, there's a couple words that you've mentioned, Americana, country. Yeah. This record is sort of that, with the House Ghost that we know, the pop, power pop and the hip hop collaborations, that's not here. This is an Americana record. In fact, Keith, the first time I heard this, I said, man, this first single reminds me a little bit of like Rhett Miller.
Absolutely.
without the old 97s.
Yeah. Well, Rhett Miller always says the old 97s is for the dudes and Rhett Miller's for the ladies. So this is our record for the ladies.
Yeah.
And no, I think we get a lot of credit for being a very entertaining band. And our live shows are punk rock, and we roll around on the ground, and
Never
people
hurt so much after a show either.
Yeah.
You need to work out.
And people say House Ghost is a great show, and they write really fun songs. And I think there was just like part of us that felt we put so much craft into what we do that we just wanted people to hear how much we love the art of songwriting. And if you can play a song, just you and a guitar, that's like a real song. And so these are just 12 songs that we wrote, just us and a guitar, and we've never used acoustic guitars before, so we said, let's put an acoustic on every single song.
Yeah.
And they just ended up being, country songs. Some of them are older songs, some of them are new. They're all just songs that we kind of bang out at 2 a.m. because, like, there's a song in your head. And so,
A lot of earnest, too, because Keith can write really ironic or funny lyrics, like a song Move about saying, I really like you, know the girl behind you.
Right, right.
It's always kind of funny, but it's beautiful music and sometimes really depressing lyrics. And this is the first record that's super earnest lyrics and not silly, I guess you would say.
The new record is Pines. I've got a House Ghost here in the studio. I mean this. I am such a big nerd fan of all of your music.
Awesome.
But I like
Thank
this,
you.
I think, more than anything you've done so far. Like, I can't wait till you do whatever else next you're going to do, too. But I love what this is.
Yeah, thank you. I think it's because you were a child of the 90s like us. And
That's probably true.
Sometimes I get made fun of because I love the band Third Eye Blind. And I'll listen to Third Eye Blind and go, these guys are just so earnest. They can't help themselves, but they mean every word.
I mean, 10 Days Late. That's, it's a scary song there.
Well, the 90s were all about that. They took themselves way too seriously. Everything was like, oh, this is the song that means everything. And there were so many deep tracks that were unlistenable, and those were the ones they loved in interviews. And
full disclosure, you guys like the song Cactus Killer.
Uh-huh.
That riff, the dun, 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 was totally jacked by both Velvet Underground, Sweet Jane, but also I'll Never Let You Go.
I'll never let you go.
You guys did a live mashup of that ever?
Don't tell anybody.
No,
that.
because we're not very good
That's
musicians, actually. So we can't do covers. We can only play our own music.
That's funny. So this is a different style for you guys. Although you said some of these songs have been around for a while, is it any more of a challenge to try to write a song like this than what ends up coming out from what we usually know in the House Ghost world?
I don't think so. I think House Ghost originally was built to be whatever we needed it to be. And I think it's just we got a little popular doing one specific thing, so we just kind of kept doing it because it was fun.
Mm-hmm.
But our first record sounds very Third Eye Blind, and it was before you guys started playing us on the radio, and it was a little earnest too, and there's kind of surf guitars on it, and then we just became a little bit more poppy. I don't think songs like this are harder for us. I think the whole point of this is that we wanted to make a cohesive record in a different genre and show people that we're more than just a fun band, but we're actual musicians.
We are people.
We're real people.
Feelings.
We have feelings.
Sort of.
Sensitive young men. We're all sensitive people.
So there's another album in the work, though, right?
Yes.
Already.
Yes, already.
Like this comes out, and there was there was a single
Yes.
like a couple months ago, whatever that was.
Nobody Needs About It, yeah.
Yeah.
That'll be more like that record, or that record will be more like that song, a lot more
The record you're working on right now.
Synthesizers, yeah.
Yeah.
It's been fun. It's been more sleepless nights. And
let's be honest, we have no attention span. So we made the country alt record. We showed all the Americana bands in town that we're the best. And
we checked it off our list.
We put out 11 singles and a little and another song on this record. So there's no filler, all killer. So let's move on. Let's make a mashup, weird drum machine, synthesizers, collaborating with other dudes doing weird things.
It's
then
hard when you have
that'll be the
too
next
many
one.
ideas and not enough time. We've got 9 songs for the record after that sussed out, but barely any time to record it. So
You know what Louis Armstrong says?
what's that?
You got all the time in the world.
Yeah, well, where's he now?
Yeah,
He's dead.
Yeah.
He's dead. Yeah, that's true. House Ghost 91.9 WFPK. We are the ones who benefit from your ADD.
Thank you.
I cannot wait even for the next record. I'm enjoying
Thank you.
Pines so much. Thank you guys for stopping by
thanks
today.
for playing us.
Wait, is that it?
Yeah, that's the end of the interview.
We love you, people.
You got more than most people. House Ghost, thanks so much.
Thanks.
Thank you.
It's
sir.
91.9 WFPK.